All right. Yes, we are live. Happy Monday, March 4th for 2019. I believe this weekend is daylight saving time. The clocks move ahead, so don't forget. Springtime. Spring forward, fall backward, right? Yeah. Anyway, it's still cold. It's going to be, what is it? It's going to be, it's 19 degrees right now here in Ohio. And it's going to get down to 8. Ouch. Anyway, welcome all to this open chat for this Monday. I know it's been a while, and we'll talk about the updates, channel updates here to the channel. We'll give this a few minutes. Benjamin says, "Oh yeah, daylight savings. I forgot. You owe me a drink." Hello, Heather. Hello, Kenny. Welcome all. 9 degrees, Dan. Yeah, well, it's going to get down to 8 here, so. How's everybody doing? I'm taking my orange juice, Kroger orange juice with vitamin C, looking for a sponsor. Anyway. Well, thank you, Yugi. Yeah, this is an open chat tonight, so if you want to join, just send me an email. I know it's been a while, and anyway, we can talk about that. So I had to make some changes here to the channel and what was going on. So the chats are not going away. I decided to keep Comcast, pay the little bit higher rates to keep the live streams going, but I had to make some decisions to maintain my sanity. I just all right, give me a minute. Dan, you want to join? Okay. Yeah, I had to Dan, I got your contribution. Thank you. Very kind of you. Um, yeah, it just so happens tomorrow I don't have to get up early in the morning. I have a 1 o'clock doctor appointment checkup. It's for my mom, and but I can sleep in the morning, so that's why I am on tonight. And the next time I'll be on probably won't be till Friday night. All of you who are patrons or PayPal supporters, you automatically are invited. It's the best I can do right now. Those chats are generally shorter. About an hour or so versus say 3 hours, 3 hours, which I was doing on the weekends multiple times. Don't get me wrong, they were a blast. I wouldn't trade them for the world, but they were exhausting. I'll be honest, because I couldn't split them out to the week, because of life, I had to make a decision. It's the best I can do. But anybody who becomes a patron or PayPal, you're invited. So. And it gives me a little bit more control of the chats and all that. Hi, Ben. Yeah, Benjamin, of course you can join. Joey, welcome. Heather is drinking Diet Pepsi. I was drinking that yesterday when I drove to Youngstown. Yesterday. I made it in the snowstorm. I had to pick up my friend's son's car. He didn't want him driving, so. Joe, you want to join? Yes, you do. You need to respect the Godfather family here. What essential. Let's get some people on, and then we'll talk about the updates to the channel. So, but Steven, how are you? But yeah, it's daylight saving time this Saturday for most of us in the States. Daylight saving time an hour goes forward. Dan, so don't forget.
When?
Saturday or Sunday at 2 p.m.
This
or 2
coming
a.m.
Saturday night?
Yeah, I changed
Spring
it Saturday.
ahead.
Yeah, spring ahead. Yeah, that's right, Joe. The decision that you will come on.
I didn't think it was that soon.
Uh, yeah, I thought it was in April, but I believe it's someone. Someone reminded me this morning. One of my lady friends. I'll take her word for it. So, Yogi, do you want to join? Yes, you can. Mic level input test. I guess it's okay. No one's been complaining. But yeah, I made it to Youngstown yesterday and back. It wasn't too bad here. Um, Hi, Mike. How are you?
Yeah, March 10th.
Okay, so that's this weekend, right? Yeah.
That's what the internet says.
The internuts.
Well, thank God for those interwebs, right?
That's right. Really.
There's some states like Arizona that don't even change their time. They keep it the same year
Yeah,
round.
depending where you live. I guess those are the normal people. Hey, Joey, what's up?
How are you? I'm cold.
Me too.
Yo, everybody cold, the poor baby.
It's nasty here.
Steve Stevens. Good name. Welcome. Steve, are you new? We have Steve Gunnick. Welcome to the Monday Night Steven Show. I'm waiting for Steven Spielberg to come on. Spielberg, come on, give my dad a break on this movie. Come on, cut a deal with the family. He's waiting for you. I have not heard from Tim F. Has anybody heard? Last time I heard he was moving, but that's all I heard.
No, haven't heard from him in a long time.
Yeah, I haven't heard, so I don't know. I keep sending him invites to the chats, but I don't know. I hope he's okay.
I think we all do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's see here. Yeah, Steve. I hope he is well. So, um,
So is this a Microsoft Monday?
um, it's really an open chat. If you want to talk about Microsoft, that's fine with me. It's I haven't done one of these public open chats in a while. What was it, last week or 10 days ago? I lost track. I've done so
Who
many.
wants to talk about Microsoft malware? Yeah.
There you go. It's Microsoft Malware Monday.
That's right. There was some news today about they're going to come out with Windows Lite laptops to compete with the Chromebooks. Just buy a Chromebook.
Lots of luck
Yeah.
with that. They
Yeah.
tried that already. It was called Windows S.
Yes,
Yeah,
they
well-
did.
Well, now they're going to call it Windows Lite. L-I, like Bud Light, the beer.
Yeah.
Lite, Windows Lite.
Rebranded
like-
till it works, right?
Or at least
Does
they
that mean
follow.
it has less fat in it?
Yes. Mm-hmm. Hopefully less telemetry. Not that
Yeah,
it
less
matters. Yeah, right. But that's what I read today. That was the biggest. I mean, there was some other minor news about Microsoft, but that was the big one. It just goes to show that the big boys are taking Chromebooks. They're taking a form of Linux seriously. So there you
The thing
go.
is Microsoft is always late to the game when they want to do something.
They have been late. They were
late with the Microsoft Zune or any other gadget you can
the
think
Zune, which I still have the first generation here somewhere,
got
still
like four.
works. It works. Hi, Bob. Good morning from the. Wow, it is good morning for you. Is it good morning for you? I guess it is. Well, thank you for stopping by. Yeah, I got the Zune. Still works. They were late for that. They were late to the smartphone. Have they done anything on? I guess the first Xbox was on time. The timing with the Xbox with the first Halo game was brilliant.
I'll give them this.
Yeah,
The Zune is much easier to use and more
Yeah.
comfortable to use than an iPod
Yes.
is.
Yeah. Yeah. I will give him that. I use mine occasionally. But yeah, you know what? After 10 years, it still works. I'll give him. I think I changed the battery once.
Well, but he's
So,
right
yeah.
though. It's been a while since Microsoft has actually like innovated anything like major.
Yeah, I mean,
They see someone else making some money on a gadget and they try and duplicate it and throw it out there.
I mean, when was the last time they brought something like really new to the table that wasn't already there before?
I can't think of anything.
And
Yeah.
Apple's starting to fall into the same hole too. But I mean,
Yeah. It's funny, I was driving from Youngstown, Ohio. I was driving my friend's son's car that they gave him for his first car. It's got that touchscreen in the middle, and it said powered by Microsoft. I'm like, oh, okay. 2013 Ford Fusion.
so it's collecting telemetry. It takes all the system resources, then
Yes.
you right into a tree.
Yeah. It was. I was driving a hybrid. Yeah, it's a 2013 Ford Fusion. I mean, it rode well, but the front wheel drive I had to drive a little bit extra careful in the snow. But they made it home okay. It wasn't we never got hit with the storm. It snowed. It was slippery, but it wasn't really bad. So we were able to go up there, grab the car, and drive it back for him. But it's a nice ride. I was telling my friend's son, because I was trying to figure out the climate controls on the touchscreen. My car, I said, "Here, read the book, Josh. Just tell me what to do." And I'm driving, So anyway, we figured it out. So I noticed it said on the screen averaging 37 miles per gallon. Mine gets 17. Anyway.
On a Tesla, almost all that stuff is directly related to the touch screen in the middle, right down to opening the sunroof.
And that touch screen is huge. It's like oh my god.
It's bigger than an iPad. Matter of
That's
fact, it'll display the entire internet if you want it.
That's distracting. Or potentially. Well, happy birthday, Bob Roby. 71st.
Nice.
Nice. Yeah. Awesome. Absolutely. Cheers. Yeah. It's just orange juice. Very good. All right. So, yeah. Normally I do Microsoft Mondays, but that one bit of news I mentioned, that was really the only worthwhile news as far
The
as
phone.
Yeah. And actually, I've been waiting for news on the next Halo game. I'm a big fan of the Halo series. I got some of the books, the soundtracks. I don't know if they're going to release the next Halo game this year. The last one came out in 2015. I know they like to take their time to have a good product out. Now they've done the Halo series right for the most part. I will salute them for that. But they're really taking their time on this one. I think the next Halo game is called Halo Infinite, with the new Slipstream engine for the Xbox or something. I guess 4K ready to go. But there hasn't been much news about that. But they've done that right over the years, as far as the Halo game series and the Xbox consoles, If we have anybody new in the chat, please do stop by and say hello. That's what we're here for. Man, the air I've been drinking a lot today. The air is so dry with the furnace running 24/7.
Yep.
But anyway, all right, so this is an open chat, and I actually did, this weekend, I actually did 4 shows, but because they were short, it didn't feel like I did 4 shows, like doing 2 3-hour shows. And yesterday I was able to get hold of our friend Stephanie. She's okay. She's in Munich. She's doing okay. She's keeping busy. She posted a new song, a pre-production song that's just her and the guitar. It's called No Not Today. It's kind of catchy. Check it out. It's free to play and free to download if you wish. If you like it, throw her a buck like before. But she's got about 6 or 7 songs in the album, so she'll probably have a total of maybe 10. And then when she has time, go in the studio and then polish the songs up and go from there. But we chatted for about an hour. I had the new Skype running on Ubuntu. She has it in her. Was it her iPad? No, it was her laptop. It was her MacBook, I think. So we had the new Skype running, and between Germany and here, it was flawless. So Microsoft did Skype right, for what it's worth. Hi, Sleepy. You want to join? Just say yes or no. But Yeah, we chatted for about an hour through Skype. I didn't notice any glitches or anything. So I recorded just the audio, and I condensed it. And
Send you a link to the chat.
I got it down to like 20 minutes, so.
Next time she
Yeah.
comes in here, tell her she's got to wave to everybody.
Oh. Next time you come over here, you gotta wave to everybody.
Chris Titus was talking about YouTube fatigue last week, but then hello,
Then he
Mrs.
spent
Linux.
7 hours installing Debian Saturday.
Oh God, God bless him, but it's like I have to tell Linux newbies that's not normally how Linux works. Okay.
Well, he had everything working against him. He had a USB stick that was corrupt, and he kept trying to force the thing to take it, and he figured out it was foobar, and he got another one. That got him rolling again, and then he got stuck on something else.
Well, but then DT does something LSD on Linux. Oh God.
Yeah. What is that about?
I mean, I have a picture of a million wannabe Linux users going, you got to take LSD to use Linux? I'm going back to Windows 10. Screw that.
I actually messed around with the LSD command. It's actually pretty sick, pretty sweet to see those little icons next to the folders and the colors. It is like going on an LSD trip, I guess. I mean, maybe that's where they got the name from.
Oh, boy.
Yeah, I think I joke, well, I guess I didn't know that you had to use LSD to use Arch, but a bump bump. Saving grace for Chris when he was drunk most of the stream, was he? Is that true?
Chris Titus the other night, yeah, he wasn't feeling any pain.
Okay.
I
saw part of it.
He said he wasn't drunk, but he was drinking vodka.
Yeah, he was starting to really get tipsy towards the end there.
I kind of.
I caught it like in the beginning, and I have installed Debian before. I'm not a Deb, but I want to say, Chris, you need to swap file. I was like, but everybody else, Chris, you can't have this. And I'm like, I'll just let it go. Hi, Joel.
Well, yeah. But he's got that a lot of partitions. He's got his home folder in a different spot, and it's like the setup though would be like a few commands and like installing Arch. He had to figure out how to do it in like the Debian install is not the easiest one to figure out.
When I saw you trying to load up Steam.
Yeah, it's
and Lutris and all that stuff.
The last time I tested Debian, I had two partitions, swap and the / mount, right? And that's it. Boom. None of these extra partitions or just boom, bada bing, bada boom, done.
I just got the way my partitions are. I just got my operating system on my SSD, 240 gig, and I have my home folder mounted to my regular terabyte HDD. That's how I got mine set up, and it works.
Yeah, I don't like to have a lot of partitions. Just to swap and the forward mount, and that's it.
Yeah, a lot of guys like to have another partition for all their home folders, and then you had another one for all their VMs.
Yeah, right.
Well, because the solid state drive is impressive, but it's only 240 gigs, and I realized after downloading Doom 2016 that was a 60 gig file off of Steam. I was like, oh god, I need more storage, so I bought the terabyte one for my
60 gigs. Do you know how long that'd take me to download that
on DSL?
Yeah, on DSL, I'd have to start right about now, and maybe I'll have it by noon tomorrow.
I let it do it overnight. And some of the files are like 17 gigs, some of them are 7 gigs, and I realized after a while, all these games, if I keep I'm gonna fill up a 240 gig drive like that. So I just had to get some extra storage there.
Yeah, I mean, last time I tested, like I said, Debian, I liked what I saw. Debian's stable.
It's rock solid.
Yeah, it is. It is. I mean, they don't have the latest software, but it's not meant to be that way. It's just meant to work.
But that's their purpose. They want it to be stable,
right?
And that might not be for everybody, but it does have its purposes.
Yes.
Ubuntu still hasn't offered me VirtualBox 6 yet for an upgrade.
You can download it and get it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that you could download a deb from their website. No.
The point is it hasn't recommended it to be updated.
Yeah.
I can surely go get it, but I don't know what I'm getting when I get it. Maybe they're withholding it because there's some bugs in it or something.
No, the only thing that I ever experienced with it was it wasn't a an initial dark theme, and then so with the white background, the fonts were kind of washed out, and there was a little fix for it or whatever. But it's, as a matter of fact, I could have swore when I had Mate that there was an upgrade option, or maybe when you open it, it tells you. I think when you open VirtualBox, it'll usually tell you there's a later.
No, I've been using it. It hasn't said anything about moving on to 6.
No. It's different. It's nice, and yet I still like the previous version right now. But
if there's no reason to upgrade, I'm not going to upgrade. It's not like I'm forced to.
No, it just they dressed it up a little bit more, and there's a couple things in there that were.
After trying Manjaro so many times, I'm kind of really gun shy.
Oh, actually, I have 6 on here now that I'm looking at it. So.
Yeah, I mean, Manjaro has come a long way from when I started using it. So, I mean, at least I think so.
Hello, Anarita. Welcome.
Spatry has a new Cup of Linux Manjaro, and he's got a different bootloader in it now, so it'll work on older MBR machines that were limited of which distros you could put in them, if any. But he has a working Cup of Linux version of Manjaro now that will work on older machines that will not boot Manjaro.
Because if I remember correctly, the bug on that one was that it only affected machines that had like a BIOS instead of EFI.
Yes. And now he's got a Manjaro distro that will work with those type of machines.
Yeah, unfortunately, the Arch world, a lot of the distributions in the Arch family tend to focus on the newer hardware.
Him, Michael Moore, and Ben and the guys worked on it all last week really hard, and they got something that works now. I have a copy of it. It seems
That's good.
It seems to do its thing.
I'm reading something off the headlines. JetBlue is giving away free flights if you delete your Instagram photos. What kind of pictures are they taking? That's interesting.
But what if I don't have any Instagram photos and I just tell them that I did have some and then I deleted them?
I don't know how they're going to verify, but yeah. That's kind of a strange headline there. Something's going on.
Yeah, prove me wrong.
Did you see 5.0 kernel was released today?
Yeah, I did catch that on the Linux news this morning.
Was it?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yep.
Which kernel?
5.0.
5.
Well, I'll be getting it soon, I guess.
Yeah, if it's going to be available as an update in Ubuntu Mate, I'll download it.
Oh boy, it's already in the Arch repos.
Yeah, because I think I got 420 something.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm currently on 420.13, but it looks like kernel 5 is in the updates for me.
My kernel is working fine, so I think I'll leave it alone for a while.
I'll hold off on it until after the stream. I don't want to run a kernel update during a chat.
That requires a reboot to use it.
Yeah.
Well, it can run without rebooting it from what I've seen, but like at least in my systems, but like certain things will start acting funny until you reboot it. So for example, like it'll keep running, but like if like after the kernel update, if I plug in like a USB stick, it won't mount. It won't recognize it, and the virtual boxes won't launch until I reboot the machine. It reloads all the modules.
Yeah.
But it will run.
Here's another headline. Facebook sues Chinese companies for selling fake accounts. How ironic. Nokia 9 Pure Review officially goes on sale in the U.S. Okay, very good.
Well, did you see Huawei is talking about starting a lawsuit against the U.S.?
No, I didn't catch that today. What's going on with that?
Well, they're because of basically all the finger pointing at them with from the government that their security issues is what it sounds like. I just caught a glimpse of it earlier, so I haven't read a full story on it yet. But it was just a little brief 41-second blurb on YouTube.
Okay. Yeah, I know they had to detain the CEO in Canada of Huawei, right, or something like
Yeah,
that last
something like
week
that.
or last month. Yeah. Ah, the world of espionage, whatever.
James Bond stuff.
Hey, Mr. Bond, Mr. Bond, the new enemy of Huawei. Sounds like a cartoon. Hi, gang. Welcome to the Huawei cartoon. The Nokia has 5 rear cameras. Well, high five then.
I mean, just in case 4 is not enough.
Yeah,
I
just
know.
you want to push it
Wow.
right to the limit.
I don't know. I mean, how many cameras do you need?
I mean, what does each one do that the other ones don't?
I don't know.
And what is having 5 cameras?
I guess it has to do with different types of sensors. One for lighting, one for distance, maybe focusing. I mean, I can see that, but 5? I don't know. I don't know.
They're
Mike
getting
says
nuts with the
spy
cameras
versus
and the
spy.
phones.
Yeah, spy versus spy, Mike. Really?
Yeah, more
I
to,
Yeah.
more to stare at in your pocket.
I don't know, man. I think the big talk this summer will be that brick phone, the semi-brick phone from Energizer, man. 50-day standby. Ooh, nice. Going down the news articles here. 5 cameras for panoramic pics, baby. I don't know. I wonder how Nike's doing with those bricked shoes. I mean, can you go back and get a refund after you wore them?
Well, not if you're wearing brakes, and you can't even walk to the store to get your refund.
I know.
Yeah, that's getting pretty close to cement boots.
Oh wow. I sound super sick, STS Tech. Do I sound? I'm tired. I'm not. I've been up since 5:30, but I am not sick. No. But thank you for being concerned. Still sounds funny. Nike bricked sneakers. God. Strange new world. All right, there's nothing there. Mafia uses brick shoes, don't they? Yeah, Peabody. Yeah. Sponsored by the Nike. Sponsored by the family. Hey. Let's see what's on Linux today. Yeah, I'll probably upload that News Nonsense podcast I did with Stephanie. Probably tomorrow. I just checked it, and played it back. It seems okay. So we had a few laughs. She's into science. I didn't know.
She released today her Monday video.
Yes, being on tour and stuff. She released her new song last week. No, not today. It's called. And I asked her when.
Today she released another video for her Manic Monday video thing.
Yeah, Monday Music Minutes.
Yeah, it's a mouthful.
Yeah, Monday Music Minutes. She ought to do, like, instead of Tuesday, I think she said Tuesday. Released a new song on Tuesday. Call it Tuesday. I like it. Ron, geez, finally managed to hit this live in quite a while. Well, hello, Ron. Welcome. How have you been? I know we all missed you. Not really, but welcome anyway. Let's see here. Anything catches my eye on Linux today? Not really. So, Ron, what's new with you? Yeah, nothing really exciting. There's a Linux 5.0. Introduces new security capabilities. Don't they all? Yeah, Sleepy. I did see the article on Linux and smartphones. That article's been around a while. I think. Howdy Toss tells me the same. Oh, Ron, you're always welcome. um,
And I think it
Yeah.
also offers more support for is it VSync or not VSync? What is it that I'm thinking of for AMD? I'm just drawing a blank all of a sudden.
Yeah, that Sleepy, that news came out. It was introduced. Was it last spring or summer? It was kind of interesting when I first heard about it, but then I really haven't heard much from it since. So that's why I didn't really talk about it much. I think the biggest news, well, one of the biggest, probably has to be Chromebooks, or at least maybe some of the Pixel books, or all the Pixel books, the ability to dual boot on the Chromebook. Windows 10 if you want to, and I think that's coming.
Sorry, it's FreeSync. It's like
FreeSync, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, that's okay, Sleepy. Yeah, not a problem. Yeah. Yeah. Thank you for sending it. Yeah. It's if something catches your eye, feel free to send it. I mean, look, sooner or later it'll be something I would have missed. So, you know. Screen recording with Kazam. I guess there's a new Kazam screen recorder for Ubuntu. I did not know that. I don't use it anymore. I use OBS or Simple Screen Recorder. Yeah. Ron, which distro are you using now? All right, nothing really new there. Arco Linux on a ThinkPad P71, Ron. Very good. Even though Arch is a totally scary OS for me today. Haha. Okay, very good. But you got it working? Nice. Yeah, so Linux Mint, I guess, is going to get a new logo and update their website. I guess they added. I guess the website is kind of dated, even though it didn't bother me a bit. But I guess that's coming, a new logo.
I wish they'd update their kernel.
So
I think you can.
Well, I know you can. I'm just a little leery to it. It's 450.
Yeah.
Where they're at.
Yeah, they do things their own way. They release when ready. They don't usually do extravagant changes, and it's worked out for them.
Yeah.
So yeah, I don't blame them. Yeah.
I mean, each distro has its own purpose, and
Yeah. Right.
they all have their little niche, if you will.
Well, and I've been having. Today I walked out and walked back in, and this thing was locked up again. This has been happening to me a little bit, so I don't know if it's a hardware thing or something else going on with it.
Which one do you have?
Distro, I got Mint 19.1.
19.1.
But I think I had that going on with Mate too, but I don't know. I don't remember. It's been a while now, but it's just like I said. It always seems like there's something with these distros. There's always one thing or another. But again, I'm running through a USB extender, so that I'm wondering if that isn't part of it too. That's causing the problem. It's a cheap one, and I do have another one that actually has this one's straight USB. I have another one that was USB, but it also had its own power source for it, and I never had problems with those. But I'm suspicious that might be part of it. I don't know.
Here's a headline. Soon, hundreds of tourists will go to space. What should we call them? Crazy? No. Call them astronauts. I don't know. Hey, if it's safe, go for it. Here's an off-topic story, and it just goes to show the power of one man. But Netflix, or is it Netflix, who picked up the story? Let's see here. Anyway, back in 1971, the late great Bruce Lee pitched a story, and the studios passed on it. And a year later, something similar was developed by a different company with David Carradine, and the TV series was called Kung Fu. Bruce Lee's original TV series was called The Warrior. And Hollywood said no because they did not think that the American audience would accept a Chinese star. Well, I guess they were wrong. That's when Bruce said the heck with Hollywood and went to Hong Kong, and the rest is history. Well, now 50 years later, Hollywood, or certain people in Hollywood, have produced the Bruce Lee story that was pitched 50 years ago. Wow, interesting. It's just called Warrior. Um,
I barely remember them kung fu TV shows.
Yeah, when I was a kid, I would watch it. I actually went on a binge last year, catching up on them online. I mean, the series was, but even David Carradine admitted he was no martial arts. He was a dancer, so they were able to teach him. He was fake as he was a good actor, but that role was meant for Bruce. And it was ironic because instead of the studios hiring a Chinese guy to play a Chinese guy, they hired an American guy to play a Chinese guy. Anyway.
He didn't really look all that Chinese, if I remember correctly.
Well, David Carradine wasn't. They had Chinese actors come in the series off and on. The series was well done. Great storylines, great soundtrack, music. But that series was loosely based on Bruce Lee's idea. But now they're doing it 50 years later. So it says here the fighting spirit of Bruce Lee lives on. Jackie Chan did an interview. I caught it on was it on Sirius XM? Anyway, I caught it on the web, and he says, "Yeah, Bruce Lee gave me my a shot in Hollywood. The last movie that Bruce did, Jackie Chan was one of the bad guys. One of the fighting scenes. So they rehearsed. Bruce was a perfectionist. Anyway, they went to shoot the scene, and Bruce had the sticks and hit him, and." And then they stopped, and Bruce, "Oh my God, are you okay?" And Jackie said, "Bruce, I guess Jackie says Bruce was such like a pussycat. Said, 'Oh, you're okay, you okay?" And Jackie was looking back. He laughed. Jackie says, "Oh, this may be a chance. I don't know, Bruce. Maybe I'm not okay," or something like that. He kind of like milked it, And he says they became the best of friends for that short time period. But Jackie Chan got his break, or one of his breaks, in a Bruce Lee movie. Anyway, let's see what else is on here. Google temporarily shuts down Android TV photo sharing after privacy bugs. Okay.
Those aren't bugs, those are features.
Yes, that's right. Mini review: 24 Hours with Dell's fanciest. God.
Oops.
Last month I saw something on PBS about Mussolini, the history. That's why I'm fascist. Yes, Dell's new fascist Chromebook. God. 24 Hours with Dell's fanciest Chromebook yet. That's what it says. Not fascist. Why vinyl records survive. Vinyl records are coming back. Wow.
I've been trying to tell you guys that for years.
All right. Surviving in the digital age. Yeah.
I'm still buying them.
Well, yeah.
I got a collection of vinyl I haven't played in years.
I see a lot of vinyl when I go to like Barnes and Nobles and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
In the music stores.
Excuse me.
From what I understand, you get like the best quality from like the diamond or whatever they use.
Well, actually, vinyl records are mastered much differently than digital music is because they take into consideration the angle of the arm on the record player and all kinds of geometric junk.
Yeah.
And in the end, it can produce a worse sound or a better sound than digital music. It depends on who's doing the work.
Right. And the quality of your turntable, needle, sound system, it all adds up.
Well, I think it depends for what format the song was recorded in the studio too. Like a song that was recorded for vinyl will sound good on vinyl, but a song that was recorded for a CD or digital
Yeah.
MP3 will sound. I mean, it might sound a little odd.
MP3s, them things, people don't realize an MP3 is made by throwing away stuff out of the music to make the files smaller.
Hmm.
That's how they compress it. They get away with taking stuff out of it.
Steve's very own. Is this the professional channel? Do we look like professionals to you? Are you talking to me? Hi, Steve. How are you? You can jump on if you wish. I don't know if you're with your son on Monday nights, but let me know if you want to jump on. I don't have to wake up early in the morning. That's why I jumped on for this evening. Yeah, right, Joey. Yeah, professional bone breakers. Hey. Let's see. Anything else on this one? Nah, nothing there. Okay, let's go to somewhere else.
Could have said a different kind of breaker, would start with the same letter, but I didn't. No. Keep it clean, family friendly.
Yes, please.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know the Friday night show is demonetized until tonight. I got a thing. Hey, after further review, your video is available for
Yeah,
month.
we were
I
wondering
give
about
up.
that.
I give up. You know,
Oh.
it was Monday. It was Friday night show that we did. It was demonetized. Now they
Yeah,
approved
yeah.
it, but too
Was
late.
it monetized before you started?
Yep.
It was demonetized before, and they just approved it like a few hours ago.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Maybe you were stepping on someone else's Friday night show.
I guess. Yeah, you're stepping on Luca Brazzi's show. What are you doing? I don't know, man. Trump should declare a national emergency on YouTube. Now that's the real emergency, you know. Anyway, you go sleep, Mike? Okay, cheers.
Hey, Mike.
Anything on this one here? No, nothing there. Why? Why was it demonetized? Sleepy, probably something with the algorithm. My guess is that the new technology YouTube has in place to clean up. It's not perfect, so it's making a lot of mistakes. I mean, you know my channel. It's very seldom I have something, well, maybe half naughty, but you know, very so. It's probably making mistakes, and then you have the humans looking at it. Okay, you know, toss is okay or whatever they are saying, but it's too late, you know. So, but I don't know what the algorithm is picking up. Some kind of key words, key phrases, maybe turn it on or whatever, or trip that filter, the switch. I'm not really sure. But it got to the point where I just don't care anymore. You know, it's so. All right. All right, Steve, you can jump on, sure, but give me a second.
The algorithm is just running around YouTube picking on people.
Yeah, I mean, even if they fixed everything, I'm never going to get back the AdSense money that I've should have gone. So what's gotten? So what's the point? You know, it isn't like, hey Google, send me a check for 10 grand and we'll call it even. It ain't going to happen. So forget about it.
Have your lawyers contact their lawyers.
Yeah, really. Yeah. Yeah. I'll have Google's lawyers floating on the river to send a message. Yeah. Now this will be demonetized. You watch. But this one's okay to demonetize, Google. It's a little bit of a rant. Oh well. But yeah, it's a hit and miss, Vince. That they don't. So, sometimes there'll be a spurt of no problem, and then there'll be some that are demonetized. But I think what it is, the system or the Autobots, whatever they're picking up keywords phrases, my voice. I'm not really sure. I don't know. I don't know. Yeah, I'll give them an offer they can't refuse. Really, evil stepped in. Yeah, right. The only way that YouTube is going to take notice if there is a true competitor to YouTube, which there isn't. The only one that comes close, that's well done, that's professional, that's classy, is Vimeo. And that's going to run about $75 a month. And I would go there if I had the budget. I would. I would tell her, just come over there, man. It ain't going to cost you nothing, you know. I can't do it. All right, Sleepy, have a good night. There was something, I think I mentioned there was something on Patreon where since 2013 they paid out $1 billion to its creators. And that's growth. I'm getting echo.
I don't hear anything.
I don't hear anything.
Oh, okay. I'm getting it in my thing. Let's see here.
You got voices in your head?
Yeah, I'm getting freaking voices. Yeah. Okay, there we go. I fixed it. Okay, I just fixed it. All right. Anyway. Let's see here.
Hey there, Steven.
Good evening.
Even
Steven.
Steven. Hello, Steven. How are you?
Hi, Carmine, Joe, Dan, Ben.
Glad
Yeah,
you
Long
could
time
drop
no
in.
see.
Oh.
Thank you, sir.
Facebook's Patreon clone hits creators where it hurts. I don't know what. I didn't know Facebook had a Patreon clone. I didn't know that.
Neither did I.
Wow.
That don't even sound right.
Oh, they have it. It's called telemetry. Bada bing.
Telemetry.
Oh, anyway. Even the big time streamers and content makers are looking for a better place to go. Yes. Evil Step Twin, they are. They are. But right now, there is no true competitor to YouTube. There just isn't. Diego Tango, how you doing? I love that. name,
I had
Diego.
looked at that D-tube, and that was like,
No, if I was gonna really switch to a business I would trust, it would be Vimeo. I've used it before, the freebie. It's you could password protect. I've used it, and in fact, when my dad's when the film director sent me the film, it was on Vimeo. It was password protected, and that's how I was able to get a copy. Now, I didn't need the high definition copy of 5 gigs just for my personal use to share, but it worked on me, so I trust them. But it's about $75 a month, you know. But I mean, if I had the budget, I would go there. How are you, Diego? Tango? Can you tango? Just a thought. Where are you
So,
from,
Carmen-
Diego? Sorry, Joe. Go ahead.
I was going to ask you, so how risky, or would you, if you had Linux Mint 19.1, would you take a chance on updating the kernel on it?
I would wait. If it's
I'm not necessarily
brand,
talking about the version 5 either. I mean, 420.11 was the last, what I thought was stable one or whatever. There's
You know what?
420.13 still, but go ahead.
I have Linux Mint in this ThinkPad here. When I update everything. I don't do like the level 3, 4, 5 updates anymore. You know, like before. I update everything. If it's available, I update it.
Yeah.
Now, I'm not particularly looking for a kernel update, but if it's there, I'll just update it.
I'm on 419.11.
Okay.
Well, you know what? I do like the idea of free sync in there, although this monitor that I'm on, this particular one isn't free sync, the other one is, and I've got Mint on there, but you know, I know a lot of people have said 420 has had a lot of good stuff added to it too. So I don't know why.
Yeah, if
I
it's
don't
there,
know
I'll
if it'll break
yeah.
anything. It's just Mint, like you said, Mint has their own way of doing things, and if it's not tested, is it going to cause an issue if they do other updates? That's the thing you always wonder about. But they could do that with anything too. So I don't know.
You know what? They've been successful. I'm not going to knock them.
Now Zeb, when you listen, they were on Peppermint, they were on 415 on there as well. I thought, but like he had said, he says, you're still going to get the important updates to that kernel, the part of it, security updates, things like that. But it's the
Yeah.
features more than anything else that you want,
Yeah.
For running with the hardware and that kind of thing. Spectre updates and things like
Yeah.
that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. And, on Peppermint, I just looked at it. It's 415.045.
Yeah, that's what's on this one, and that's the thing is with if I remember right, I think five kernel also addresses something with the Spectre stuff in there too.
You know what? Since it was just released, we'll probably all get it here in a week. I wouldn't be surprised. So, if I had to guess.
Well, I would be on the same 415 kernel too if I didn't install the Ubuntu kernel updater that they don't give you with Ubuntu.
Yeah, I don't follow that too much. I just whatever's available. I do the update manager in Ubuntu Mate and Ubuntu, whatever's there. I've never had a problem.
Well, I know if you look in the update manager of Mint, they have, I think, 418. 418.0-15 is the latest one in there, but that's only supported till August 2019.
Mm-hmm.
So it's at least 3 generations newer. But.
Yeah. Diego, you're from Portugal. Is Linux widely used in Portugal? Waiting for WireGuard. What's WireGuard?
Guards your wires.
Here's Danny. Da, 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 da.
Well, guys, kernel 5.0. I'm going to update it later on tonight. It looks like it's being pushed through the Arch updates. I'm not going to do it right now because it might break something here.
Yeah, it can break. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
But I'll keep you guys posted to what I find if anything goes wrong.
Okay. Yeah, feel free to test it. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Ron, 2 years into Linux, there is one rule I follow that has held good for me. Do updates after a cold boot. Reboot after updates, never an issue at all. Okay. All right, very good. Okay. WireGuard is a VPN. Got it. Okay. Very good.
I advanced my kernel to the 4.19 because I wanted the AMD Ryzen processor microcode, which actually makes my games perform much better.
Okay.
And that's I have a Ryzen here, and that's why I was wondering if I mean it game's fine and everything, but I understand there are performance differences in there with some of the stuff, like you just said, Dan, that was added in like 420 and stuff too.
That's mainly why I went for it.
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, you know what? Everything works for me, so I'm not going to mess with it. If it's available, fine. If not,
Hey, we run our machines until sweat's pouring out of them.
yeah, right.
Well, I could very well do it, and if it breaks, I just wind up back on Mate again.
There you go.
I think you can go.
Or Ubuntu Studio.
No, actually, if you install it, you can go. You can at the startup force it to accept the older kernel again.
You could, yeah.
Well, yeah, you could tell it to do whatever. Yeah.
Sure.
Linux does a good dance.
When you updated, did you use the UKUU to update it?
That's what I used.
Yeah.
And then after I installed it, it complains every time a new kernel comes out. So if you reboot your machine, it'll say a little message when a new kernel comes out. This kernel came out, blah, blah, blah. Do you want to update it? And you say...
No, but you could shut that off. You could turn that off in the settings. Because otherwise it's constantly bugging the heck out of you, yeah. Go in UKUU and turn those settings off.
Well, here's the thing. I rarely shut this machine off. I just suspend it until I'm ready to use it again.
Right. But what I'm saying is if you don't want to have the annoying pop-up updates or reminders from that software, just go into the settings in it and just tell it, just uncheck them. and it'll shut it. It'll stop bothering you.
Well, I don't know. I kind of like to know when there's something new that comes out, and then again, it is a pest.
Well, yeah. In what I had before, I had shut off notification bubbles on the desktop, and then it's a notify me if there's point release. I don't care. I only wanted to know when there was a major release, but then when there was a major release, it would just keep driving you nuts until you. So finally, I just shut that off too, and the only thing I left was show notification dialog.
Well, speaking of notifications, I've been noticing that the YouTube ones are getting a lot more snappier, especially with my system. When Toss comes on, I get a balloon from Mate telling me he's rolling.
Yeah. Yeah, YouTube's doing a better job with it, I think, now.
There's a off topic, but this came to my attention from Stephanie last year from one of the news nonsense we did. But I guess there's a festival in Italy that I did not know. It's Italians throw fruit for the annual Battle of the Oranges. I don't know where this came from, but they throw oranges at each other. Hey, what's the matter? I want a Sunday Kistor and Jay. No, but officials said more than 500 tons of oranges were imported from Sicily to Iberia for the annual event, which is part of the Carnival Iberia. Local legend holds that a young girl decapitated a tyrannical bear in the 12th century when he attempted to coerce her. That night, the girl paraded the bear and sailed through the town, sparking a peasant uprising. What's that got to do with oranges?
I don't know. It sounds like fun.
I don't know. Well,
yeah.
think about it.
They got juiced.
Every time there was an orange or oranges shown in The Godfather, somebody died. So
Okay.
maybe there's a correlation. I don't know.
I guess, yeah, right. Yeah, the small towns gets juiced every year. Ha ha.
Did you ever notice that though? Did you ever notice that in the movie? Next time you watch the Godfather movies, every time if they hand them an orange or if there's a basket of oranges somewhere or whatever, anytime
Really?
you see orange in the movie,
Okay.
right after that, somebody gets
I'll
whacked.
have to look. Okay, all right.
I'm serious.
Remember.
It's a thing.
Well, this food fight will last a total of 3 days. Oh my God. Wow. Okay, well, that's a good sale for Sunkist. 500 tons of oranges. Oh my God. Whew. Anyway, but it's weird that something as sweet, as innocent as oranges is based on the story of decapitation in the 12th century.
And we have people starving in the world.
Yeah. Well,
we're throwing food around like it's nothing.
I know, really.
Didn't soccer originate when, after battles in ancient times, they'd be kicking the heads of the decapitated losers?
I thought you were going to say watermelons.
No, I could be wrong, but it comes from a bad history there.
I'm sure glad we have a family channel. Oh man! All right, let's see what else we have here. Yeah, the Battle of the Oranges. I wonder how many black guys are going to show up for the next 3 days. You know. Amazon sent man 1,700 audio files from a stranger's Alexa. Oh. Oops. Wow. Okay. Did I tell you the latest Alexa Chuck Norris joke? Well, Chuck Norris goes swimming in the ocean. Sharks are in cages.
Yeah.
Anyway, I guess Alexa did another boo-boo. Wow, okay. I like my Echo. It works. I unplug it during the day, so.
Austin Evans did a video recently on a Alexa microwave, and he had to have Alexa with it in order to operate it. The problem was if it picked up something you didn't want it to do, like he had said make some mac and cheese for 2 minutes, and then he goes, oh my God, what if you said it was for 30 minutes? And all of a sudden the thing changed the time to 32 minutes. It was starting to cook it. So it's like, he said that can be a little bit of a problem.
Yeah, really. Where does it end? I was driving that Ford Fusion for my friend, and and of course, it was the first time with that touchscreen. Now, once I got used to it driving, I could figure it out. But it's, you want to do that when you're not driving. If you get a new car with touchscreen, read the book first.
The trucks are the same way.
It's yeah.
Oh, my radio, I got the buttons on the steering wheel, but there are
I had
things
that, yeah,
from time
yeah.
to time you want to bring up, and it is very distracting to have to take your eyes off the road to look at this thing.
Right.
It's
Right.
in the old days you just reached over, you could feel the buttons, and you didn't even have to look.
Yes. Yeah. Let's see what's over here on this site. Can't get on there. Oh, there we go. Okay. Choose Brave browser as a Chrome replacement. No, I will not. Let's see.
There was an article I was talking about earlier tonight about Facebook now giving out the phone number that you use for two-factor authentication for other Facebook members to find you.
And even if you shut it off, it still does it. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we mentioned Windows Lite. It's for dual screen and Chromebook-like devices. That's what Windows Lite will be for. Well,
yeah, I don't see that. How in any way is a Windows, whether it's light or not, going to compete with what Google does with Chrome OS?
I don't know what Microsoft is trying to do, but like we were talking about, they haven't done anything innovative really or exciting since Windows 7. When you think about it, But
they're followers. They're not inventors.
Yeah, right. It would seem that way. Of course,
And
Apple
thing's
has
making them a lot of money. Let's try that too.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it seems that way.
Even with the BlackBerry, they came out with the Pocket PC.
Yeah.
To try and put it up against the BlackBerry, and the BlackBerry still was choice.
I don't know. Go to Kden Live. See if there's anything new for Kden Live. I think I'm due for an update because I'm running the app image for Kden Live. Let's see here. All right, so there'll be a new release for Kden Live March the 7th, 18.12.3. Okay, very good. That's coming up. Doesn't say what they're updating. Probably some bug fixes or whatever.
New features.
The March Cafe, they're calling it. Ooh, excuse me. Is that at Starbucks? It would be fun to go to one of these, types of meetings just to see what they do and what they talk about. Talk about geeky talk, right? Yeah.
Did you see this? Do you ever follow that podcast Linux Tech Show? They're out of Canada.
Which one?
Linux Tech Show. I like them. They brought up a couple of stories about WinRAR and like even the tarballs and stuff like that. WinRAR for 14 years had vulnerabilities in it that was basically wide open that anybody could just get into and put malware in and stuff like that. They said, and they went down the list, and the TZ files were some of them too. Now, I don't know that they were as vulnerable as the WinRAR files, but it took them 14 years to find that.
Wow. Okay. 14 years. Jesus.
Yeah. They said ever since it came out, it had these vulnerabilities in it.
That's
now I have another stupid question. I'm looking at like kernel.org, and this is, as much as I've been around this stuff, this is the newbie question. I know 5.0 is obviously a mainline, but then you've got 420.13, which is stable, and yet any of the previous releases like 419.26 long term. So what is really the difference between long term and stable? You would think it'd be almost one and the same.
I don't really follow that much. I used to, like in the beginning, but not lately. Um, I
That's
guess it,
maybe. Go
I,
ahead.
I guess it would make sense to have like an LTS kernel versus a non-LTS. I'm not really sure, but
Well, I know they've got the point releases and stuff, but
yeah,
looking at this, even their site, the point releases, like if you look at UKUU, there's a lot of point releases on there. This, it's not. It goes from
yeah,
419.26 to 420.13. And you go from one, the rest of them are, previous to that are long term versus stable. Now, they don't even mention the 415s on the homepage, so it's
mm,
kind of odd.
okay,
But
no,
I'm just not sure. Maybe asking Michael or something.
yeah, yeah, someone who's more on the inside. Or here's a headline: Google found it paid men less than women for the same job. Well, what kind of job was it?
Yeah, really.
I don't know. I don't know what's up with that. Oh, okay.
News without the details.
Yeah, I won't go there. But let's see. Anything here? Google S10 takes the best smartphone display crown. The best smartphone display is the Google S10, evidently. It should be for $1,000.
Ouch!
I know. Wow. I think they make a 1 terabyte one for $1,500. That's the low price one.
Well,
Excuse me. I like my Motorola. I like my power, my Motorola. Where's my Motorola? I think it's upstairs in my bedroom. Oh well. It needs to rest. It needs to sleep. Yeah, I run that. I play like music. It's great to have a phone with 2-day battery life, playing music and all. Not worry about it's nice, 5G will be crazy fast, but it'll be worthless without unlimited data. Yeah. Yeah. Some self-driving car systems have trouble detecting darker skin. Oh, that's not good. Not good.
Hot potato.
Yeah, and then I seen some articles and stuff. They actually have self-driving semis now, and they're out west.
Mm-hmm.
Tesla has a couple of them.
Yeah, yeah. Mm-hmm.
That's scary.
Yeah. So like, what if someone doesn't latch like I've seen sometimes where like the big 18 wheelers are going around the corner, and like it kind of like I saw one not too long ago where like I guess they didn't latch it on correctly, which that's human error. That could happen before it ships out, and so like it almost tipped over like in the middle of the road, like this big. If there's no driver in there, I mean,
Yeah.
that's scary stuff.
Yeah, and when you have something like a truck, man, especially with a 23-foot trailer, there's a lot of geometrical steering you have to do to get around in traffic.
Like, luckily this one, it didn't happen, and there was another truck behind him, honking his horn, trying to let him know. But that's human intervention. That's, oops, we made a boo-boo. We're gonna fix it now because we're humans and we see that. An AI machine's not gonna see that or try to fix it or anything. I don't know how it could.
Maybe it just shuts down.
No, I think that there's a control center where there's a human being sitting in front of kind of like a dispatch center or whatever, and I would think that there's got to be sensors and stuff like that. Basically, there's a pin that holds in, that locks the trailer in, and
Yeah, the kingpin.
sometimes they get forgotten, or if they're not greased, or who knows what could happen. But if it's a new rig, I don't know.
Yeah.
But I would think if they've got AI set up on there, they've got to have all kinds of sensors too. So, but wind can do that too. It could take a rig over on its side.
Yeah, doesn't take much. Just go over a little curve there.
We had a rig with all this ice a couple weeks ago. Now this is the second time it's happened, but on the opposite side there's a bridge. about an hour or so north of here. My kids were actually coming back from Minnesota, and they actually detoured them off the highway where it went off through the guardrail, and it's a 107-foot drop, so it's 10 stories.
Ouch.
Wow.
Of course, you lost the driver and the passenger that were in there, but so.
Wow.
And that's weather, So I mean,
Yeah.
that was, so you get an AI in there. Who knows how they're going to adjust to that stuff? I mean, weather's weather. Mother Nature.
Yeah.
Nobody's going to fight with that or control
Yeah.
it.
Video games could help uncover your hidden talents and make you happier. That's what. That's. I don't know about that one. Yeah. Yeah.
That story came out right after they turned around and said it was an addiction, right?
What is this Momo I've been hearing about? Momo.
That is there's these kids, like YouTube videos for kids shows,
Okay.
and there's this, let's call it guy or whatever, or character. It's a guy showing up in these videos and telling kids how to commit suicide.
Jesus.
It's just awful. It's pretty awful. So,
But it's for kids.
yeah, it's showing up in kids' videos.
Oh, so he.
And there's a watching a video. They showed a segment of it. The video breaks, and there's this guy standing there, and he says, "Kiddies, this way for attention, this way to get it done. Go get it done," is what he says.
Wow.
No wonder YouTube is ticked off. Jesus Christ.
So that's the kind of crap that's going on in there, and it's just
It's a
And
shame.
it's impossible to stop them all. That's the problem. It's like you could
Yeah.
block his account,
Yeah.
but he's just gonna make a new one and keep
Oh,
it
that's
up.
why my daughter, even with the smart TVs, they got all these apps on there and stuff, and she won't let, she basically took the YouTube app off the other one so these kids can't go on there. But it's getting to the point where they listen to everything you say, who knows if it's not going to just fire up from voice activation. I mean, it's just, that's why I said it's a love-hate with technology, because, in one breath, there's so many good things that come out of it.
Yes.
And yet it's all of this other stuff. Like now, Illinois, the Constitution reads that the highways are free for travel. Yet, okay, they start charging tolls for repairs of the road. Now Illinois is so desperate for money because they're so mismanaged that they want to charge every mile that you drive. And basically, how they're going to do that is probably through your smartphone technology, or eventually, you got satellite in your vehicles and all that stuff. And to me, I think that's completely wrong, and people need to rebel against that stuff.
The argument here with that particular situation is they're claiming that more and more hybrids and more electric cars are being put on the street, and they're not collecting enough gasoline tax revenue to repair the roads.
Oh, that's a poor excuse.
Yeah.
Well, it's politicians.
Well, so what do they do? Then they charge a higher cigarette tax. I'm sorry, they always find some way to do it. What it comes down to is Illinois is just poorly. They were I don't remember what the term was, but they were actually seriously talking about basically eliminating Illinois as a state and kind of blending, kind of absorbing it into the surrounding states, dividing it up. I don't know what the process is called. I mean, I can't remember, because it's so insolvent, it's so poor managed, and it's just the people are. It's like an exodus from there with people are moving out of there. I mean, we see it with coming up here. It's awful.
New research shows bees can do math versus the kids.
No, that's the real buzz.
Buzzword.
Yeah, real. I know that buzzword. Yeah, but a boom. Yeah. Wow. Jeez. Okay. Well, prove it to me, science. Sciences. Yeah. Yeah. I guess the bees are smarter than the teachers, huh? Scientists say flies don't like zebra stripes.
Okay.
Okay. Well.
And
Is that to say that
8 eyes?
was that a government funded study?
I'm not even going to go there.
they test the flies from a zebra to a horse?
I don't know.
They favored the horse more.
I guess so. I guess the government ain't horsing around to test like that. Yeah. I
See,
don't
if
know.
they stop spending money on crap like that, they could,
Oh wow. Let's see here. New hydrogen trains could put an end to diesel. Hydrogen trains, why not? Yeah, I'm all for that.
I seen a YouTube video about the diesel engine from when it was invented in Germany to present day, and they had some strong arguments. Just about everything that goes on in our lives is surrounded by a diesel engine. I mean, everything that goes to our stores is taken there by a diesel engine truck, ships from across the seas, cars. It was really a fascinating video.
Any of you guys watched the Oscars? Who won the best movie?
I didn't watch it.
I didn't watch it either. Yeah.
Carm, I
think-
just got an answer to my question before I'm posting it. The link
Sure.
in your Linux kernel archives,
Okay.
and it talks about the difference between pre-patch, mainline, stable, and
Yeah.
long-term. So if anyone
And
wants to read it,
Okay. Let's see here.
Awesome. After the show reading.
yeah.
Oscars make you sleep, Anna Rita? Okay.
I looked down at that. I thought, was he telling us that we're boring? It's probably just.
I know.
At first, I thought, well, Oscars.
Yeah. I guess they had no host.
You know, I quit watching all those award shows and everything else because you get interested in a running show they got every week on TV.
Nobody wanted to host. I mean, I would have hosted it for free. Hey, it's freaking great to be here. Hey. No, but
They come out with all these musical awards and everything else, and then they interrupt your favorite show, and you're all out of sync with it. So you know, the TV can go in the trash.
Green Book won. I don't know what that is. The movie
But we
called
talked
Green-
why we guys would watch the Oscars. You know?
Yeah. I don't know. I mean, the last one was a movie called The Shape of Water. One I saw. I'm like, this won an Oscar for best movie.
The Shape of Water.
That's what it's called.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yesterday we went to see the new Medea movie. Just out and out outrageous. It's like no thinking about it. Just go. We
I
had
don't know
fun.
Hollywood sometime. Okay, so yeah, Green Book. Well, I don't know what Green Book is about, but that won the best movie. What were the nominees? These were the nominees: A Star Is Born, Black Panther, Black KKK Klansman, Bohemian Rhapsody, The Favorite, Green Book, Roma, Vice. I seen previews for Vice. That looked good. Yeah, but a movie called Roma.
It's really hard to find a
Nominated.
good movie these days.
Yeah. I might have to check out Green Book, see if it's any good. I didn't like Shape of Water. I thought it was silly. It's about a girl who falls in love with a half fish, half man, and they make love. I'm like, really? Okay, all right. Okay. I guess A Star Was Born, that's a redo. I guess that was really good with Lady Gaga.
Yeah, it's a remake of a remake of a remake.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a remake.
Chris Christopherson did the last remake, and then
Yeah.
Barbara Streisand, I think, did the
Yeah.
original, didn't she?
no, the original was
no,
actually
it was way back, I
much
think,
older
wasn't
than that, 30s or
Yeah.
40s.
Yeah.
That's before my time.
Yeah.
You sure? No.
Yeah.
Somebody posted a picture. It was my dad and one of his friends. I guess one of his friends. They took a picture. My dad got an invitation to show his film at the Italian Parliament. I guess that was today. I forgot all about it. They were on the steps there at their version of Congress, But that was nice. That was the plot. Yeah. What is wrong with people today? I know about that fish movie, The Shape of Water. Yeah. I know. I don't know, man. Hollywood's weird. Yeah. I guess Steven Spielberg isn't too happy about the Oscars. He wants to do something about it.
Oh, well, I know he wants to stop like Netflix because their movies were entered. He wants to, because there are more TV, to be put on the Emmys instead of the Academy
Okay.
Awards.
Oh,
Because he's
okay.
on the board, one of the big boards for the Academy
Makes
Award.
sense. Okay. Um, I know there's a new Godzilla movie coming out. This is it May?
Oh man, not another one.
Yeah. You know what? I enjoyed the last one. I hate to admit, I liked the last one. I didn't think I would, but I liked it. Now, do I want to see another one? Probably not. But I enjoyed the last one. They're making another Hellboy. Oh boy. Okay. All right. Avengers. Let's see here. Going to the list here. The Rosie Project. John Wick. I like the John Wick movies. They're a hoot.
Mhm.
You know, with Keanu Reeves.
Yeah, he's against everyone in this one, I think, except Halle Berry, who's going to be on his side or something.
Yeah.
But he trains really hard for that. I mean, if you look at the judo moves and all that, and some of the making about it,
Okay.
he trains so hard for that.
Okay.
Yeah.
No, they're well done. I really liked it. Yeah. So it's called Godzilla, King of the Monsters. Really, that's shocking. Shaft, another remake of Shaft. Okay.
Yeah, I think the last one the remake I seen was one with Samuel L. Jackson.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is
Shaft 2000.
Yeah, this is a kind of a sequel to that.
Yeah.
It wasn't bad, but it wasn't really great.
Let's see here.
The
Once
original
Upon a
one
Time
kind
in
of had the
Hollywood.
Archie Bunker kind of feel to it.
Wow. Another Fast and Furious. Why not?
Yeah, it's really
At some point, at some point, these guys are going to get tired of this and just call, like, instead of Fast and Furious, Slow and Steady.
Yeah. Well, they got the spin-off coming. They're working on another Fast and Furious movie, but they got the spin-off coming with what's it, Hobbs and
Yeah. I saw that. Yeah.
It'll be called The Old and Decrepit pretty soon.
Yeah.
That's a good one.
God.
But it just, it started out, when you think about what the first one started out as, I liked Tokyo Drift. It was different, but and I did like that one. But when you think about what it started out as, with these street racers and stuff like that, and then they had a sideline of doing some criminal activity or whatever, to what it is now, that these guys are like the mercenaries, and it doesn't.
Yeah.
And the stuff, jumping out of planes with cars and
They're like doing more James Bond stuff. It doesn't quite fit. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, they're fun to watch, but not anymore. It just got silly. Yeah. So what's his name is back for the last James Bond movie? I guess it's called Shatterhand. Shatterhand. That's the name of the movie. Daniel.
Oh, they finally named it. Yeah, because they're calling it Bond 25 or something for so long.
It's called Shatterhand. I know that's a code word, but that's what it says. Shatterhand. Now they may change the title. Begins shooting due to start April 6th. Oh, that means we won't see it till next year. April next year is when we'll see it. Okay, all right. Anyway, Shatterhand. Whatever that means. It's probably based off a novel, I would imagine, or a short story. Villain will be played by Rami Malek. I don't know who he is. Malek. I don't know.
I think I might. Is that the guy that just did the Queen movie?
Was he in Bohemian Rhapsody? It says was that him? Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Okay.
Yeah, he's on that hacker TV series or whatever, Mr. Robot or something like that.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, there's rumors it'll be him playing the bad guy.
Yeah.
I'm going to wrap this up in about 10 minutes. I'm starting to get tired, so.
Sure.
Catch up in the comments here. The last Bond movie, what was it called? Spectre? It wasn't as good as the one before that. It was okay, but I didn't like it as much.
The Mission Impossible was great.
They were all good. Yeah, I'm sure they'll make a few more before Tom Cruise says, "That's it, I've broken enough bones, I'm out of here."
Yeah.
Yeah, you know. I guess Arnold's back in Terminator sometime this year, I think. It's great to be back.
Who's gonna be in a wheelchair?
I know. I'm gonna get you. I'm gonna terminate you with his wheelchair. You know, right? Yeah, right. Oh boy.
I
Yeah,
just they got a movie coming out about Elton John.
Oh, do they?
I mean,
Okay. All right.
what's his name? Not Edgerton. He was just in that Robin Hood movie that kind of bombed earlier last year.
yeah. Terminator's getting more out too. It'd be Terminator, the terminally ill model.
Yeah.
Well, I cracked the joke when they released the Terminator Salvation.
Yeah,
I thought of an older Arnold and just call it Terminator Salivation. It's good to be here. He's drooling. Anyway,
His only line in this next movie will be, "I'll be back."
I'll be back. GoldenEye, you like GoldenEye, Jesse? Yeah, it was okay.
Yeah.
I
I like
liked it.
Skyfall a lot. That was
Yeah,
pretty good.
Skyfall was the best one with Craig. Absolutely, yeah. Yep. I did not see the Rhapsody movie, Bohemian Rhapsody.
My wife brought home from the library the Girl in the Spider Web from the
And?
Dragon Tattoo series.
Any good?
It was good. I seen the original series that they had done over in Sweden, but then
Yeah.
English dubbed it in that, which was
Yeah.
really good. And then the movie they had a couple of years ago, but this one was like Jane Bond. I mean, she's a high class hacker, and she just does all this stuff off her phone,
Okay.
locking prison doors and stuff like that. I mean, it was good, but
Okay.
I'm going to put in there a link in the chat here if anybody wants to read a little bit more about the kernel stuff, Linux 5.1, and there's Phoronix is a good site to go to for some resources.
Yeah.
When you want
Is that
to
the
find.
same one or the new one?
What's that?
Is that link the same one or is it a new one? Did
Well,
you just put in?
I believe it's in the Linux 5.1 Linux news, so I'm assuming it's the next point release that they're talking about. I don't know. I just glancing at this stuff. I'm not looking at everything on here, but what I like about it is it's dated from March 4th all the way back. You know, all the different things, the releases and what the different things are. You know, coming and what's been put in and stuff. So there's quite a lot to read. So if you got them. You know, got nothing better to do it yourself. There's a lot.
Holy moly.
So.
Yeah, that is quite a list.
And I'm taking a chance. I'm updating to the 420.13.
A lot of info there. Wow.
Yeah. That's a good. They're really. I'm trying to remember who it was that had them on. I honestly don't know if
I mean, who reads
Rocco
all
and
this?
guys-
Jeez.
Yeah, I want to say when Rocco and Rob might have started Destination Linux. I don't remember if they had them on or somebody had them on as guests, and they were really informative to even listen to. So somewhere along the line, they were on one of the podcasts, but could have been.
All right, let's see who's on MeWe real quick before I end this. Anybody doing MeWe besides the usual suspects here?
I'm taking a break from social media.
Yeah.
I'm on
I'm
there.
being antisocial.
Okay.
I'm on there, but I only talk to flat earthers now.
Having fun with that. Okay.
oh my god!
Oh. Much fun.
Wow.
Uh,
Let's see the Linux group, 99 plus postings, chats, whatever. They really like to chat it up.
Yeah.
That's cool. Free Office is not quite the same as SoftMaker Office. I do not know what Free Office is. I'm going to the Linux chat here on the MeWe. LibreOffice is no better for my use today than it was 6 years, according to this person.
Yeah. I think a lot of people don't understand LibreOffice, to be honest
Yeah,
with you.
yeah.
They look at it for basic uses. They don't ever take the time to really learn what
Yeah, yeah, that's what I think. I don't use it that much, but
Well, even a basic use is, it's better than using Microsoft Office as far as, money's concerned.
yeah,
That's a lot cheaper.
It's free if,
Yeah.
you don't want to contribute anything.
MeWe posted an update. G Plus officially shuts down April 2. So there you go.
Wouldn't it be something if they like completely changed the way it looks on April 1st, and then it's April Fool's, boom, and second
Yeah,
they
really.
shuts the whole thing down?
I think it's gone for good. I think Google's had enough. So yeah,
I mean, nobody uses it really.
I
I don't even know what it is.
there's a lot of people on there. What I liked about it was more, I want to say, professional. I mean, you still get some crap on there, but you can really
Yeah.
target some photographers, like what I did.
Yeah, I
Your
didn't use
Linux
it.
people in that, and I used it
I
quite a
did.
bit.
I didn't use it that much, honestly. For social network, it was either YouTube, Skype. Whenever I did podcasts with Stephanie, Facebook, friends and family, emails. Honestly, Twitter very seldom. Yeah, I just didn't really use G Plus that much. I mean, it's too much. Like it's overload. Just too much between all the different. It's.
Yeah, I've never done Twitter. I was doing Instagram because my nephew was doing a movie and he was doing updates on there, and as soon as he was done, I deleted the account.
Okay.
Because everybody then started following me from freaking Facebook, and it's like,
yeah. Whenever I post something on YouTube, I'll share it on Twitter. I'll do Instagram because my cousin is on, friends are on there, so I'll do that every once in a while. But then I forget about it. Like literally forget about it.
I mean, I prefer MeWe. I mean, I noticed that there is a MeWe store here.
Yeah. Yeah.
You could buy a dark theme for $2. I might actually do that just to give them a little bit of money to keep up with the project.
Yeah. What does PayPal send me? Get no interest if paid in full 6 months on PayPal credit. I already have PayPal credit. I don't know what they want. Anyway, get out of that. All right, last call for comments, and I'm going to bed. Anybody you like YouTube, Google Maps, and Gmail? That's it. Okay.
so Anna, can you find your way around Google Maps? No. It's safe. She's in Canada. I'm cool.
Yeah.
It tried to run me into a river once.
Oh, hi, Ben Fitz. Yeah, I'm going to jump off here, buddy. Yeah, maybe I'll catch you this weekend, okay? Yeah, I've been up since 5:30, yeah.
DuckDuckGo's maps are pretty good.
Are they?
I didn't even know they had maps. Wow.
Yeah, all it's got to do is type in a address in the DuckDuckGo search thing, and it'll take you to a map if you want it to.
I remember a long time ago when Google Maps was still in like its infancy. Just for ha-has, I punch in directions to how do I get from where I am now to China. And when it got me to California, it said, now swim across the Pacific Ocean. I was like, wait.
Wow.
This was like 10 years ago. Like Google Maps, Google Earth was still in like its,
Wow, really?
It was fun.
Yeah, it's like before Google, really perfected the Google Assistant, and there were a couple of different other apps out there, and one was like a clone of like Siri. It was called Skyvy or something like that, and it was just not following my prompt. And I said, "Skyvy, you're stupid," and it replied to me, "I will remember that when computers rule the world."
Oh,
That's creepy.
a little bit.
But it's I guess it was it's like if you ask, if you bring up Google Assistant and you say, "Make me a sandwich," it'll say, "Poof, you're a sandwich."
Nice.
Or beam me up, Scotty. I don't have enough power.
Captain, I'm giving you all I've got, but I cannot do it anymore, Captain. See, they should do a spoof of instead of Captain Kirk, have Captain Scarface. Okay, man, get the freaking faces going, okay, man? Come on, faster, Have like a spoof of all the characters on the bridge. You can have Rocky as Rocky communication. Yeah, this is Starbase 4. Hey. You could have Arnold as the engineer. Captain, I've given you all I've got. I can
He steps in the transporter. I'll be back.
I'll be back. Oh man, that would be funny. And the bridge would be called the Bronx. Yeah, Steve. Yeah. Yeah. The family's the family's on the bridge. Yeah. Okay, now look at who's this guy with the funny. He looks. What is he? A Klingon. What the freak is a Klingon? That would be something. Anyway, all right. Well, on that high note, I'm going to end this. So thank you, Anna Rita found it funny. Yeah, yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, big off all the Klingons. Hey, the freaking the heads of the Klingons are taking over. It's ridiculous. Yeah, I need to cut a deal with the Vulcans. Okay.
Well, I guess guys, pray for me. I'm about to update to 5.0.
Yeah.
I'll let you guys know how it
real
goes.
brave.
Well, I'm on Arch, so I mean, it's sitting there waiting for me to update it right now.
Arch, its foundation is instability.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
They claim it's come a long ways.
It has. It has. I think it's a lot better than what it used to be. But at the same time, it's like the people that run Arch test it, get the bugs out of the way, and then, like, by the time it gets to you guys, because we already dealt with the headaches, now it's stable for Mint and the rest.
Yeah, we'll let the Arch users see that AUR should be called EUR, the Emergency User Repository, or something.
Or the IUR, the insane user.
Yeah, really. Evil steps to and says, New Yorkers don't know how to read. New Yorkers. No, it's New Yorkers. We don't say New Yorkers. Ain't from the South, okay? New Yorkers. And coffee. Yes. Anyway.
Jesse, we're just higher up the stream.
Actually, the AUR's got like the biggest collection of Linux software there probably is in it.
Yeah,
I tell you
Found
what,
stuff in there that you just don't find anywhere else.
I would say them and Ubuntu Debian, probably the largest.
The problem is the AUR, some of the software got polluted and nobody caught it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, there's so many packages in there; it's impossible to keep an eye on all of them.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a lot. It's a lot, but really for most YouTubers, they need maybe 10 to work. Yeah. Simple Screen Recorder, OBS, Kden Live, a few others, and you're good to go, right? Audacity.
There are some like unofficial Arch repos that you can add, and then your regular Pacman package manager will handle. Like some people like compile the AUR packages and put it in their own, repository. But those things are like a hit or miss. I'd rather just get it from the AUR myself personally.
There ain't nothing like playing with a good old fashioned tire ball.
Yeah.
I want to wrap this up. I don't know if you guys remember the last month's Valentine's podcast. There was a bunch of jokes on there, but I made Stephanie laugh. I told her that joke. I think Steve, you was on there, and Benjamin, right? I think I don't know, but anyway, you guys remember the joke? What did the boy octopus say to the girl octopus? I want to hold your hand.
Yeah.
Anyway, I made her laugh. So I'm going to upload that News Nonsense podcast probably tomorrow. So, and you can.
Yeah, I
enjoy
think I
that.
missed that one. Is it up on Patreon? I'll check it out if it is.
No, the Valentine's show. I just left it on YouTube. I think I may have.
The Valentine's show.
Yeah, that's the one you were on. I think you were on. No, Stephanie, the one I did was I just edited. I finished the editing right before I came on. I'll probably upload that tomorrow.
Because I haven't been on one with Stephanie yet, so
No, no. She the last time we had her on was last August for that concert. I don't know if you saw it. She was supposed to do an encore concert for the holidays, and she got busy with family stuff. And
Yeah, I bought
thing you
2
know-
albums.
I'd bet in her business. I bet she's real busy. Yeah.
I asked her if she had a little bump in sales. She says, yeah. She was grateful for all that. She says she did say to tell you guys she felt really bad she couldn't come back, in December for another concert. But she wants to come back and, do another one this year. She's busy doing her things, but we're gonna try and do the podcast every Sunday. That way she can keep me abreast of what's new. And she says she'll try and post new music when she can, just like not polished stuff, but just, like with her guitar and her computer or whatever. But she's really sweet. She's really nice. I mean, you guys met her on, when if you watch the show. But anyway, but that's where we're at as far as it goes. She wants to come back probably the spring or somewhere. She's back, in her hometown here in Boston, here in the States. So, but she's still busy. She says she spent more time in Russia than she has in the States. She goes where she finds the gigs, of all places, Russia. But she says she wants to tour the States. I said, you're an American girl. It's like that Bruce Springsteen song, "Born in the USA." You need to come back home. But she's doing her thing there. So it sounds like fun to travel, but I think she's ready to make her home here in the States. So
Yeah. She's probably done hanging out with all the comrades and.
Well, she wants to be closer to family, which is understandable. Me and her, we've talked about maybe doing something on location. Me flying up to see her, do something from Cape Cod. I guess she's like an hour away from Cape Cod, which is beautiful there in the summer. But
yeah,
the thing is, she's in, and I guess she does a working vacation. Writing stuff, family, and next thing you know, 6 weeks, bam, it's over. So she's got to go back. So
yeah, it's something like a 3-hour drive for me from where I am.
If she's from the United States, is she over there on a visa or something, or how does that work?
I don't know if she has dual citizenship or probably a visa, if I had to guess. I mean, she was born here in the States. But she told us on the podcast the reason why she went there. Well, number one, they have like a universal health care, so that's one thing she didn't have to worry about. I think she says this was before the days of Obamacare, where you had some help. But she went there, and then I guess that country is more helpful to its artists, and that's a shame. You got to fly to freaking Germany, But she says she couldn't find paying gigs here in the States. I don't know. Maybe that'll change now that she's been established. So, I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. But anyway, I'll upload that podcast tomorrow, and hope you guys enjoy that. And then I'll catch you guys probably this weekend. So check your emails. I don't have a topic yet for this weekend, so maybe something will come up. But yeah, I'll be busy I'll be busy through Friday. So, if anything comes up, just send me an email. So. I'm going to call it a night. All right, everybody here in the chat, thank you.
Good night,
Ron, it was
everybody.
great to have you back, and have fun. And, I'll catch you guys later.
All right, take care.
All right,
Bye now.
guys.
Bye. Mhm.